If you're a fan of the adventurous and archaeologist Indiana Jones, you should be happy because the title of the same name is currently in development. In January 2021, an exciting teaser was released that revealed that Indiana Jones was being developed by Bethesda and Machine Games. A few months after the teaser aired, Bethesda announced that the game was in its early stages of development and was a long way from its release date. However, the announcement of the release exclusively for the Xbox Series X/S and PC makes it possible for gamers to be ready for release right now, even with not much information available. The fact that a well-known studio like Machine Games is responsible for developing Indiana Jones raises expectations for a worthy and successful work. Don't forget that Machine Games has a history of making some of the best first-person shooter games such as Wolfenstein: The New Order and Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus, which has raised expectations around the studio's latest game. Another thing that makes us look forward to the release of Indiana Jones is that the game aims to tell a new and independent story when the famous adventurer is at the peak of his career. What direction Indiana Jones will take and what story it will tell, given the character's crazy adventures, makes it difficult to wait for its release. In the following video, we will look at all the available information about this work. As we mentioned at the beginning of the video, Indiana Jones was announced by a teaser in 2021. The teaser had a lot of hidden yet intriguing points, and based on them, we can have our own impressions about the possible destination of Indiana Jones. In this video, we can see many subtle items. The famous Indiana Jones passport, hat, and whip are just a few of those tips. However, perhaps the most intriguing clue in the teaser is the plane ticket to Rome, which dates back to 1937. This history shows that the game takes place between Raiders of the Lost Ark and Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Depending on the location and date of the game, we can expect the famous Italian political figure and fascist party leader Benito Mussolini to be in the game in some way. On the other hand, the writings on the table indicate that the US government and the Vatican Church will also play a special role in this game. In addition, the books featured in the teaser include ancient circles, forbidden stones, and myths that made. We know that Rome, due to its ancient and civilization, has many legends and historical sites and interesting stories to tell. However, the Vatican name probably means that Indiana Jones is on his way to the city to get a certain ancient object. Italy is the country that houses the stone walls of Cyclopean ruins that are of great historical age. Also, there are many stories and legends that tell of the time giants lived in this ancient land. Part of the Cyclopean ruins is located outside the city of Rome in the central west part. At the time of teaser, Bethesda's Twitter page announced that the game was being developed by Machine Games and that Todd Howard would take over as executive director in the production process. The tweet also revealed that Indiana Jones will be developed in partnership with Lucasfilm Games. The tweet also said that the developers are excited to announce the release, saying that we will have to wait until more news about the Indiana Jones. It should be noted that there is currently no date for publication of this work. Fans are looking forward to the release of Starfield and The Elder Scrolls 6. Bethesda is seen to have a very busy calendar for itself and the players and is working on numerous titles. While Indiana Jones has not yet been released, we know that the Hero series will continue with its latest release in 2023. If Bethesda wants to use the next Indiana Jones hype to its advantage, we can expect Indiana Jones game to launch in 2023, but it's unlikely that they will reach 2023. Given that the game is owned by Bethesda, we can expect that Microsoft's 9th generation consoles and PC will form the destination platforms of Indiana Jones. The important question that arises in such a situation is whether PlayStation 5 users will be able to experience this effect as well. We know that Microsoft bought Bethesda for $7.5 billion. However, the exclusivity of all the titles of the studio is still in a haze. A podcast recently announced that Indiana Jones will be an exclusive Xbox game, although this has not been officially confirmed until now. Indiana Jones is being developed in collaboration with Lucasfilm Games and Machine Games. Machine Games on Twitter commented on the issue. "We are developing Indiana Jones. As fierce fans of the franchise, we consider the opportunity to tell an original story around this beloved character a great honor. We are excited about this, so please join us for more information about this game in the future. Machine Games has gained a lot of popularity in the game industry for rebooting the Wolfenstein series. The studio already has experience of creating anti-fascist characters. On the other hand, it's likely that we will encounter a first-person game that will focus heavily on creating action scenes, because the Machine Games is adept at making first-person shooter titles. We know from the Indiana Jones films that this character has a history of facing the Nazis. On the other hand, Machine Games has also addressed this notorious political party in the Wolfenstein series. We remember that B.J. Blazkowicz was a super soldier with special facilities. However, the machine-driven approach to Indiana Jones against the Nazis is probably more traditional than Blazkowicz's fight against them. From Indiana Jones's films, we know that he has a passion for using his pistol and whip and is an expert in surviving impossible situations. First, we hope that Lucasfilm Games and Machine Games will lead to Indiana Jones being like Harrison Ford and based on his appearance in the popular franchise. There's nothing worse than hoping to play a blockbuster-based game, but realize that the hero's appearance is different from what has been your nostalgia for years. To expect Harrison Ford's voice to be used in Indiana Jones is unlikely to materialize. The actor is at a stage in his career where it is difficult to persuade him to accept such projects. After all, choosing someone with a voice similar to Harrison Ford's voice and similar in face to Indiana Jones movies is the least we can expect from this game. On the other hand, we hope to see Indiana Jones' character with the same personality traits and behaviors he has in the films. In the Indiana Jones franchise, we never saw the character walking into a designated place with a leisurely and starting to kill enemies in a brazen manner. In fact, it can be seen that he has always used the combination of secrecy and puzzle solving to achieve his desired treasures, and when he fights, he tends to use his famous whip rather than using firearms. Hopefully, from a gameplay standpoint, Indiana Jones will follow and resemble Uncharted. An adventure game with similar gameplay to the unforgettable Uncharted franchise, while its protagonist is known as Indiana Jones, can make any gamer excited to experience it. What Bethesda and Machine Games have in mind for Indiana Jones isn't clear until now, and we'll have to wait for more information about the game.